This topic deals with the subject, the question, what are the behavioral sciences underlying the Entrepreneurial and Small Business Academy? Is this just Nathan's opinions, just his ideas? What are the sciences underlying the Academy, and why is it so successful? What's the science behind it? The structure of the Academy is called gestalt, German word meaning integration, of all the disciplines surrounding business from a horizontal perspective, and the inner workings of the organization from a vertical perspective. Note this now. We're going to integrate two things, horizontally, vertically, and horizontally. It's called the gestalt, and the mix in the middle, so we mix them all together. For example, one person decides to leave your firm. What effect does it have on the entire organization, vertically and horizontally? That's called the gestalt. The key is this. I created two disciplines, two sciences, we'll talk about in a minute, to explain those two continually all the time in a dynamic fashion. That's what makes it work, the gestalt process of the Academy. If you will note the business policy model, there you'll see the entire firm laid out on a piece of paper. Now, it's important. The behavioral science that underlies the horizontal process is the development of a central theme that runs throughout the businesses on any decision. That is, that theme horizontally touches each of these boxes. You hire someone, marketing affected, accounting affected, finance affected, HR affected, technology affected, and economics affected. How do I price my product to cover the cost I just incurred hiring a new person? See the issue? One person decides all this flow of material throughout the organization. Now then, the key to this is the Academy. That is a financial decision to hire a new person in the organization. Big financial decision. How does the boss know whether he or she made the decision before they make it? I created a thing called the Jones Economic Monitor, named after me, the monitor. We call it the monitor. It predicts and explains every financial decision before you make the decision, whether you're right or not. Before. It's called the monitor. Now, that being the case, the monitor is critically important to you. That's critical. There's a science behind the horizontal and vertical dimensions of the firm. It's important. Now then, second body of science is people. Data suggests that 10 folks at work, 7 don't like to come to work. Data. Fact. Now, small business, we can have that, small firms. You got to have somebody tied to the fit that fits the firm. The opposite of hiring folks, give them benefits. Now, do you like it? No, not at all anymore. We select folks that fit the organization and fit the CEO. So we do a fit format for the boss. It's called the fit format. Then we find out whether the person fits the boss or not. And then 30 days later, can the boss fit the people or not? And can the person then perform in the organization or not? That's all tied in the body of theory called the planned organizational communications process. That's what it's called. I designed that process. And by the way, it's predicting zero turnover, a zero unwanted turnover. That is, you got to fit the firm and stay that way. So two bodies of theory underlying it is simple. The Jones Economic Monitor, all finances of the firm, any type, the monitor tells you whether to do or not do that decision. For example, I mentioned vendor. You want to do a vendor 2, 10, net 30, yes or no? Right for the monitor, yes or no? Debt freedom, to the monitor, yes or no? Employee raises, to the monitor, yes or no? Employee benefits, to the monitor, yes or no? New vendors, to the monitor, yes or no? See, yes, no decisions for the finances, continually, economics, called the monitor. And now the people part, the planned organizational communication process, 1-year process. People coming defines how people come, select, and stay in the organization profitably in the firm. And the good news, last thing is culture. Predictor of culture for the firm. That is, we create the culture, we design the culture we want that predicts also profitability. We design it, our own culture. Like the Yankees design our culture. Mayo Clinic design our culture that fits our firm. It also predicts and explains profitability. So in 3 sciences that predict profitability, one is the monitor, finances, economics, the monitor. Secondly, the laws, the plan, organizational communication process for people in the organization. And thirdly, the culture of the firm. These 3 things predict and explain continually the firm's profitability. This is what makes us special. We can do this guaranteed in the marketplace. As behavioral scientists, we do two things. We predict and explain phenomena. But PhDs, we must do both. Predict and explain. In this case, the firm's profitability. The key then to predicting and explaining the success of a small firm, success of profitability is embodied in the science of the monitor. We call it the monitor, the fit format, and redesigning the culture of the firm where people belong in the organization. It's critical. We call the culture of the firm the weekly hour of power is the key to that. So guys, you see, it makes this fun because the CEO has controlled his risk by having tools, science tools to explain his or her profitability with a guarantee attached to it. Isn't that good?